Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ryan Byers, and first and foremost, before I get on with my virtual resume, I just wanted to say thank you for taking your time out of your day to consider me with my background and my qualifications. Just getting started, I just wanted to introduce you to my work history for the past 10 years. So I've predominantly had manufacturing jobs both in aerospace as well as in supplements manufacturing. I started off with an aerospace company about 10 years ago called Heath Techno. This is where I assembled airplane parts for a few years based off schematics. And then after this, I received a job where I would have had more of a chance to pursue my education in the future and have more of like a work time available for me for me to keep learning. The company was great, but I had to move on. So my next job that I moved into was called Barleans, where we manufactured supplements. So this was primarily like fish oils, flax oil. I was the operator in the role for about 6 months, where I worked hard enough and I showed enough of myself to where I was promoted to a lead position. And I continued to supervise packaging operators in the company for about 6.5 years after this. After so many years in this leadership role that I really loved, and my business, and I was also continuously working on my BS in business administration. And it was coming to the point where it was about half completed, and I realized I kind of needed to switch occupations in order for me to get some more like business experience, so I could be able to flex my muscles with Excel and move on to just day-to-day operations in a company. And I wasn't really getting that with where I was at the moment. So which leads me to where I'm at right now. I am actually an inside sales rep at the school specialty, which is where I work for the past year and a half, and I sell school supplies. And as far as goals that I've achieved in my life, I'm very proud to have been a lead in a factory. May have been like a small beans kind of lead position, but I feel like this position was granted to me based on merit and my people skills. I greatly regret leaving this position, but life has a way of popping up, and things have to be placed in priority. And I've also the whole time too. I'm also very proud to have achieved my current senior year in college. I haven't graduated yet, but I've done this the whole time, working full time, and I've maintained a 3.9 GPA. However, this still feels a little bit bittersweet because I haven't graduated yet, but it's going to happen next year, and I'm really excited. So during my professional life, the most successful project I've tackled as a team member happened while I was working at the supplement manufacturer I referenced earlier. Throughout packaging any types of food product, there's a point in the shift where all the equipment needs to be broken down and reassembled, which can be a really long and costly process. And throughout my tenure at this company, I started studying Kaizen, which is defined as continuous improvement. This is from the Kaizen Institute. I was able to apply my newfound knowledge of continuous improvement and applied it to best practices, and I was eventually able to improve the changeover times for my lines from nearly 2 hours all the way down to 43 minutes on average. This wound up saving the company hundreds of thousands of dollars in labor. In the future, I see myself being in a more like an administrative role in an office. I see myself in this position because my diverse background in manufacturing and in sales, it's kind of turned me into a jack of all trades. I love the thought of coming into an office environment and being thrown accounting tasks, customer service tasks, and planning tasks all in one day. I just love the variety of things. The reason why I chose to major in business administration at my current university is because there's so many options available. Brianna Flavin, someone I'd like to read from Rasmussen University, said it best when she noted that graduates with business degrees have highly transferable skills that can make for a broad range of job options. And I get really excited when I think about the companies in the future I could be with. I can be working with anybody ranging from the American Humane Society to Pepsi, Nintendo, or just anything in between. You simply just don't know, simply just don't get these types of choices with other majors. And as far as like the personal time off the clock, I have multiple recreational activities that I'm basically obsessed with. Outside of hanging out with my wife and my dog, I'm very into high intensity interval training every day before work. You'll see me lifting weights, running sprints. I love bench pressing. And I feel like physical fitness was something that I neglected when I was younger, but now I feel like I'm getting a sharper mind to go along with a healthy body. And this also kind of goes into that I also love golfing, and I love to leverage the sport when building network with clients in the future. For volunteer activities, I like to reach out to troubled youth. I grew up in a bad household, and I feel like kids don't always get equal chances. In the past, I've coached teams and mentored young and at-risk youth, and I find this highly rewarding. And I look forward to continue to do this when my degree is finished, and I can do this more as my schedule opens up more. I want to thank you very much for taking the time of the day to find out a little bit about me, and I look forward to hearing from you.